What's going on, guys? SSK here today. In this video will be about how to really play Broly in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Broly is one of the strongest characters in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero for many reasons. With crazy unblockables, super armor in his rush attacks, and instant spark, he's undoubtedly top tier. However, many beginner and intermediate players aren't using his tools effectively, I feel. And so in this video, I'll be going over a lot of his stronger strengths in the game and how to use them so that you can utilize Broly to his full potential. Without further ado, let's get on to it. For starters, I want to talk about his grab. Now, Broly's grab is unique as it's actually a command grab that cannot be teched like regular throws. So usually in this game, if the opponent goes for a throw and you see that they're trying to throw you, you can press the block button again to tech the throw and you won't get thrown at all. However, I think the biggest strength about his command grab is that he can basically actually loop it over and over and over again. Let me show you. Now, he can basically keep doing that over and over again until you run out of ki, and it's really something special because a lot of people don't realize what's happening and they're getting hit from the back and they end up getting stunned, because what ends up happening is that when you command grab the opponent and you send them flying, you drag and dash behind them and then you go for the rush attack into the heavy crush, and that will stun them from the back, allowing you to go ahead and get your command grab. And so I think that's one of the biggest strengths about this command grab, is that it's not only useful for applying damage, but also useful for trying to build your skill points up over time as you're doing it. And it gets you up to what you want, which is the instant spark, which is what I'll get into a little bit later. I just want you to keep in mind though, that people can super counter any of those hits, including the command grab. So be prepared for that to happen sometimes when you fight against higher level players. There will be counterplay being shown. So from there, if they show it, you just have to simply make the adjustments needed in order to beat the opponent. So going back to what I was talking about with Instant Spark. Instant Spark is essentially any skill that a character has that will instantly get them to sparking mode, giving you the meter that you really need to go ahead and change the momentum of the match. The cool thing about this though is that Broly can just straight up command grab you and go straight into Instant Spark, because the opponent is flying for so long and they won't be able to recover. That basically just guarantees him getting into Instant Spark, which is very, very, very useful, because once you go into instant sparking mode, you will be able to utilize Broly's greatest tool, in my opinion, and that is his Ki Blast. Ki Blasts are very, very, very important part of the neutral game in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, as they are essentially your longest reaching pokes that you can use to damage the opponent from afar. The biggest strength though, I think, of Ki Blast from Broly and a few other characters in particular is that Broly is one of the characters in the game that has long-lasting Ki Blasts that allow him to easily hit confirm into super attacks in the game. So what I mean when I say that is that, like, if you see that the opponent is deflecting, they can't vanish your super attacks at all. So this gives you an opening to actually do super attacks when you see that they're deflecting, and then you can go from there and do highly damaging attacks. And because, like I said, they can't vanish, it's essentially hit confirming, as you can learn from a lot of other fighting games. Having said all of that, this is a great way to not only land your super attacks, but to also land your ultimate attacks. And for Broly, you know the one you want to land, right? This one right here. The full unblockable, high damaging super attack that Broly has is definitely one of the special things in this game. Now, I think the Ki Blast thing, to being able to hit confirm when you see the opponent is deflecting your Ki Blast, is such an important thing to learn, because it sets up your super attacks and to where you can actually pull them off and it's guaranteed. I see a lot of people in Sparking Zero try to go ahead and just randomly do super attacks from this situation and just do them right? Or the usual is that they'll usually try to go ahead and do Broly's ultimate attack by just dragon dash behind them and then doing the ultimate. But the problem with doing that is that when you fight really higher level players and stronger players, they're going to banish all of your super attacks. And so you would essentially just be wasting your ki trying to go ahead and just randomly do them at all, even dragon dashing behind them and doing it. So it's important to be able to actually set up your super attacks to where they will actually land on the opponent. The other strength I'd like to talk about with Broly is that he has an explosive wave that he can use. Explosive waves is pretty strong in this game, I like to believe. If the opponent is near you, you can just get them off of you, right? It's pretty useful, especially if you have a life lead over the opponent, or if they are like 1 health away and they try to like dragon dash at you for some reason, you can just go ahead and explosive wave them and get them out of the way. And I think it's pretty useful. It's something that is, you know, to get the opponent off of you, because obviously in this game, if the opponent is on you and they're just on top of you trying to go ahead and do all of this offense, it might be a lot more troublesome for you. And lastly, of course, I'd like to talk about Broly's health as well. Broly has one of the largest health values in this game. He has 4 bars, well, essentially 5 bars technically, of health meter, and that's really good for him, including all of his strengths that he has. Just having a lot of health like that allows him to survive better in team fights. Now, I know if you're trying to play team battles, it might be a little bit difficult to put Broly on the team because he has a lot of DP. One of the highest DPs in the game. Actually, what people really do is that they'll usually just pick base Broly and try to go ahead and play the match on, and then just keep transforming him until he gets up to legendary Super Saiyan Broly, so that when you have the skill points to go ahead and get up to him, you can easily just basically get right back into shape with the Broly that you really want, while also being able to team build around other stronger characters for your team. If you're really trying to walk out of this video with one big important thing, I really still cannot stress the whole Ki Blast hit confirming super situation, because it's really the biggest thing that's going to elevate your play in this game. Because if you can just simply Ki Blast your opponent and see whether or not they're deflecting it, you can basically just guaranteed your land supers, and it's just easy to hit confirm essentially. But yeah, that's basically all for this video. Just a very short guide on really how to play Broly in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. One of the easier characters to learn in the game, and it's also very effective. And I think if you play this character the right way and really utilize these strengths, I guarantee you will be rising up in the ranks a lot more in this game, especially with the Ki Blast situation. A lot of people love to deflect Ki Blast, so go ahead and land them supers on them. But yeah, that's basically it for this video, guys. I hope you guys like this smaller guide. Let me know if you guys want more character guides like this. I'm more than willing to go ahead and delve deeper into characters in the most simplest and the most effective way that I can. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out my other ones, and I'll catch you guys later.